Hello everyone. Today we will look at the perfect tense in the past, present and future. Today we will be looking at how do we use the past participle of the verb table that we have been learning. The objective today is we will be able to use the perfect tense in past, present and future. Perfect tense is used when the action has completed before another action happens. We need to learn how to use correct tenses for our everyday conversation and writing. And that is the reason we are learning how to use the perfect tense. So before we start learning the perfect tense, what do we need to know? We need to know the have verb properly. We use the have verb in the past tense and it changes to had. In the present tense, we use it as has in the third person singular or have for everything else. In the future tense, we use it as shall have or will have. We have already learned about the have verb in our previous lesson. We will also look at the wake verb which we will use as an example. So the wake verb in the present, past and past participle is wake, woke, woken. Let us now see how we change a verb into its perfect tense. The perfect tense. It can be in the past, in the present or future. Past. The action has happened in the past and something else has happened after it. For example, Rahul had woken up before his mother called him in the morning. So, Rahul had already woken up when the second action, which was his mother calling him, happened. Present tense. The action has already happened at some point and it is still there. Rahul has woken up early to finish his homework. Future. The action will happen in the future before something else happens. Rahul will have woken up early before his mother calls. So I am talking about this before Rahul has woken up. So Rahul will wake up in the future. So this is how the perfect tense we use in the past, present and future. How to use the perfect tense of a verb. Remember the past participle of the verb. In the examples that we were looking at, we were using the past participle of the verb wake, which is woken. We will identify the tense of the sentence. In our example, we were looking at the past, the present and the future. Then we will also identify the person of the sentence, whether it's a first person, it's a second person or it's a third person, whether it's a singular or a plural. Then how are we going to use the perfect tense? In the past, we have to use had, then the past participle of the verb. In the present tense, we will use has if it is third person singular or have if it is any other person. And then we will use the past participle. Finally, for the future, we will have will have, then followed by the past participle. So this is the rule we will remember when we are changing a verb into its perfect tense. Let us have some practice. I dash for the market when my friend arrived. The verb we have to use here is leave. So what are the three things we will look at first? We will first check the tense of the sentence. I dash for the market when my friend arrived. So arrived, the friend has already arrived. So this is in the past tense. So we will use the past tense of have, which is had. Next, what is the person of the sentence? Sentence is talking about I, which is first person singular. And what is the past participle of leave? Leave, left, left. So the sentence becomes, I had left for the market when my friend arrived. Is that clear? Let us try with another example. Try to solve it on your own first. Amina dash to school when you visit her in March next year. The verb we have to use is go. What is the tense of the sentence? So we are talking about something which will happen in March next year, which means it is in the future. So March next year is the future tense, which means we will have will or shall have. What is the person of the sentence? We are talking about Amina, who is a third person singular, which means we shall use will. And what is the past participle of go? Go, went, gone. So gone is the past participle of go. So how will we use the verb in the sentence? Amina will have gone to school by March next year. This is another example to practice. The dog dash all day today. So again, what is the tense of the sentence? We are talking about something that has happened today and it is still continuing, right? So it is in the today present tense. So the verb we shall use is either has or have. What is the person of the sentence? We are talking about the dog, which is the third person singular, which means we shall use has. And what is the past participle of sleep? Sleep, slept, slept. So slept is the past participle of sleep. And how will we use the verb in the sentence then? The dog has slept all day today. So this is how we do the perfect tense of a verb. Finally, you will give an assessment to see how much you have understood from the lesson. You will have to identify the correct perfect tense in the sentences. So what are the steps you will have to follow? First, you will identify the tense, whether it is past, present or future. Then you will fill in the blanks with the correct past perfect, present perfect or future perfect tense. How to use the perfect tense? We will follow the rule which we have noted down before. For the past perfect, we will use had, then the past participle of the verb. In the present tense, you will use has for third person singular and then the past participle. If it is not third person singular, we will use have and then followed by the past participle. If it is a future perfect, we will use will have with the past participle. For I or we shall use shall have and then the past participle. This is the assessment that you have to give. What are the things you have to do? First, we'll find out if the sentence is in past, present or future. After that, you will remember what is the past participle of the verb. Then you will fill in the blanks with the correct past perfect, present perfect or future perfect of the verb. You can do this, solve this problems in the next 5 minutes. Once you are finished, you can come back and start checking your answers. You can pause the video now. Let us check your answers. First, this is in present tense. So, I have worked today. Second one, the sentence is in past tense. We are talking about buying a new lamp yesterday. So what will be the blanks filled up with? We had bought a new lamp yesterday, but it is not working. Bought is the past participle of buy. He dashed the teacher before the class yesterday. The verb to use is speak. The sentence is in past tense. So how will we fill in the blanks? He had spoken to the teacher before the class yesterday. Speak, spoke, spoken. He dash 5 letters. The verb to use is write. The sentence is in present tense. He has written 5 letters. You dash your homework. The verb to do is do. The sentence is in present tense. You have done your homework. We dash by the time you arrive. The verb to use is eat. The sentence is in future tense. We shall have eaten by the time you arrive. We're talking about something happening in the future. School dash yet not start. That is the verb to use. The sentence is in present tense. School has not started yet. So these are the answers to the test. Please check your answers and try to see if you can understand why we have filled in the blanks with these forms. If you cannot understand, please ask me in the class.